Oh, Lord. Being black, period. There's no such thing as acting black or acting white, my middle school counselor said, and those words have constantly run through my head ever since, but no one else hears them. In fact, I have been the victim of the antithesis of those words. You act white, they would say. Why you talk like that? Why do you talk like that? The blood that runs through my veins is just as dark as yours. The skin on me is richer chocolate than yours, and my hair is nappier than yours, so I don't know why you're looking at me like that for. Teased by my own and accepted by strangers, or they pretended to accept me, and all because they feel I don't talk their language, but I had black and white Barbies. I love them equally. I did get the Black American doll, Addie, but that's because she looked like me, and she was the only one surrounding me with similar pigmentation, left in my own rumination to determine what this chocolate tastes like, smells like, means, and why I was the only one like me on the shelf, understanding my flavor for myself. The black girl. Gasp! No, Mom, she's not black, she's brown, she said. But they said, you act white. Why you talk like that? Why do you talk like that? The token black girl, let me be that. But if I am, let me make it clear. I will not be defined by what they say, what you say, the token. If that's what you're looking for, I'll fulfill that and much more. I'm not enough for them, and I'm too much for you. I do not represent my race. I am not my race, but I will be a voice for my people when they're not being heard. I am black in every dynamic sense of the word. It's not something taught, nor is it learned. Why you talk like that? They asked me. Because this is how I talk. Why do you talk like that? Being black, period. Being a woman, period. These are not two separate entities for me. They are not iniquities nor enemies. This is not double jeopardy, not a double blessing, but a double blessing. And the responsibility that comes is urgent and pressing. As our black women are continuously being called nothing, being told they're not enough, men walking away with their stuff and succumbing to a socialized standard of beauty while the mirror in front of them shatters from the pressure. I am picking up the broken pieces, mending them together, polishing the glass and holding it before you so that you can see the beautiful chocolate, caramel, black, mahogany, amber, bronze, copper, brown skin with nappy, kinky, curly, straight hair atop your head that supports big, round, juicy, thin lips, a pudgy, narrow, bridgeless nose, higher, rounded cheekbones resting on our curvaceous, thin, chunky, delicate, big bone, thick body, and you can see the intelligence, the musically talented, creative, well-spoken, articulate, straight A-getting, well-rounded, intellectual, college-bound, military-bound homemaker, standing without a man, triumphant queen, who is making history just by being black, period, being a woman, period, being a follower of Christ, period, being a follower of Christ, being a woman, being black, being a woman, being black, being a follower of Christ, being a follower of Christ, being black and being a woman. I am taught. I'm tempted to go in many different directions because of each of these, and I've often followed so easily until finally the Spirit sees me and I am answering. How is it that my heart can be stretched so tenuously between my own desires that my heartbeat actually slows down and the only muscles working in my body are my tear ducts as a decision had to be made? And for the first time in my life, I am not afraid of myself. The self my father knitted together. Yes, I see what you see. It was in my hands. It was right in front of me, right above me. I looked into it for hours. I heard it to my left and to my right. I inched toward it every night. The reward so tantalizing that on that day you would stand beside me. But now is the time to stand for my king and not fall into any more idolatry, because that's what it would have become for me. I desire your understanding, but I will not beg for it, nor do I regret my forfeit. It seems I am more fit for some other greatness. I'm not sorry I couldn't fake this. It was real, but I just couldn't shake this tug on my heartstrings, reviving the proper speed, but only when I abandoned what I wanted and embraced my need, and that is not of this world. I wonder how many times we can come back to life. I hate cats, but is 9 the blessed number? Or do we just enter into periods of hibernation, stuck in an inevitable slumber? Or reincarnation, coming back as a new creation each time, following a different direction, stepping out of line? No, it's through rebirth alone. As my father calls me home, my vision is clear. The way things are isn't the way things have to be, and to create change is up to me, and I take that challenge. If I am crazy, it is for the sake of his name. If I bound my mind, it is for the sake of his fame. Don't call me a dropout, no God's not my cop out. I just chose to opt out, to stay true to his will. I'm now gonna rock out all inadequacies, locked out with my newfound mentality, to stay true to how I feel. And I'm done with the night outs. I'm topped it all out, to stay true to what I skipped the page. What was given? But this is a new way I'll be living. I don't call it the last call. I'm here for the long haul, ready to give it all. Being a follower of Christ comes first, but it is not all of me. Embracing all three is my troubled but blessed new identity.
Is that all right? All right. Amen. Amen. All right. Amen. How many of y'all can relate to that?
Yeah. Do you